Good morning. Welcome to the UU community of Halifax. My name is Ben Robbins, and I'm glad to be your minister. Our mission is to provide a community that nurtures personal and spiritual growth, practices inclusiveness, celebrates diversity, and affirms individual and collective commitment to community service and social justice. Today's service is called More of This. The title comes from a song we will hear by a UU community in Boston, and we have adopted the name as the theme for our pledge drive. More of This. Please see the announcements in the order of service, and note that today after the service we have a soup lunch and our Canvas kickoff. All are welcome. And after that will be our monthly Quaker-style Circle of Trust. Thank you to our volunteers and staff who make our Sunday services possible. We have Riley Friesen on tech, Tristan Kellaway on keys, and Pam Berman is our service assistant today. And a special thank you to Pam for leading our pledge drive. Thanks very much. And Pam will now do our land and climate acknowledgements.
We acknowledge that we are meeting today on the ancestral unceded land of the Mi'kmaq people. The peace and friendship treaties of the 18th century remind us that we are still treaty people. In keeping with our UU principles, we commit ourselves to collaboratively move towards truth, reconciliation, and equity for the Indigenous, Black, and other marginalized people who experience systemic oppression in our communities. We are also called to address the human-caused climate crisis threatening all life on Earth. Our chalice lighting today is by the UU military chaplain, Reverend Captain Nicole Mackay, in honor of Remembrance Day. Riley, go ahead and play the video.
I am the Reverend Captain Nicole Mackay, Unitarian Universalist minister, affiliated community minister with the First Unitarian Congregation of Toronto, serving our faith as a chaplain in the Canadian Armed Forces. This morning we gather to light the flame of our chalice from coast to coast to coast. We light this flame in remembrance of the lives given, hearts broken, and for hope that refused to die. This chalice was an image first used in a time of war, drawn by a refugee artist for those who risked it all to help others find freedom. It was a secret sign of compassion, a beacon of safety in the midst of a world living in fear. And so today we light this chalice not to celebrate victory, but to honor the courage of those who lived their values. We light this chalice not to ease sorrow, but to affirm the light that endures from our coming together. May this flame remind us that even in the darkest times, we are called to act with love. That peace begins whenever someone dares to care, and that the work of remembrance is the work of the living, the work of hope.
Our opening hymn is Wake Now My Senses, which is number 298 in the Gray Hymnal. The lyrics will be going up on the screens. Please raise your hand if you'd like a hymnal, and please rise in body or spirit. sorrows, and complex truths. We bring our hearts into this sacred space of community and open them up to each other and for each other, so those of us who carry pain might be comforted by the presence of a loving community, so that those of us who are happy might share their joy and see it multiply in others, and so those of us who carry complex truths might find a welcoming space to process the meaning making in your life. This is our communal well. It holds all of our stories. The water can remind us of our connection to all life and to earth itself. If you have a joy, sorrow, or complex truth in your heart to speak into community, we invite you to share and place a stone in the well. You could also place a stone in silence. If you are willing, please speak from near the well so that those on Zoom can see. And I'm going to put a stone, actually I'm going to put two stones, one for a colleague who has passed, former colleague, and one who's in palliative care.
Okay. Is that right?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. I'm Elizabeth, and I've been coming to these wonderful walls since about 1987, on and off, and it's magnificent to be back and welcomed. This is like my second family here with so many familiar faces. So I'll have to put, before I forget, the biggest rock for the joy of being here, and to see and hear everything that is happening. I feel lots of churches give money and donate to people and things, but this church does things. So I remember when the Saturday breakfasts began as a electric kettle on the stone wall with a long extension cord into the building and tables and chairs outside, so people too terrified to come in would be comfortable right out there on the wall. That was back in Norm's days. And our daughter worked for weeks and weeks and weeks on the Saturday breakfast, so it's wonderful to see that still happening. And the whole Syrian refugee project is just amazing. So I've got this here. I'm thinking you should become, and with the caring committee, you should become the Universalist Unitarian Caring Community of Halifax. Add another C. And so, yeah, it's wonderful to see all the changes, the vibrant inclusions, including Ben. So thank you for having me back.
Yeah, I just wanted to say a word about Colin. He's had an unfortunate fall. He's in the Veterans Hospital, East Wing. 3522 is his room number. And he's not in pain, I don't think. He didn't say so. But he's being driven crazy by just being there. He doesn't like it, but he's doing his exercises every day. And that's good. Anyway, you might give him a call. Thank you.
So which hospital?
It's the Veterans Hospital. If you go down Jubilee Road, God knows they will have screwed up the street. So bear that in mind before you go. They had Jubilee Road closed for a while, but if you go, you know where the Camp Hill Cemetery is. It's opposite that. Don't go through that maze at the QE2. You will go round and round and down. You don't need to do that at all.
Thank you.
Sharing a joy. I finished my first sweater this week. Thank you. And hopefully that will give me some momentum to finish the other 500 projects I have on the go.
If you don't, you'll be like every other knitter I know. Oh. One final stone for all the unspoken joys, truths, and complex. Joys, Sorrows, and Complex Truths. I got that right there. There we go. Please rise in body or in spirit for a meditative hymn, Come and Find the Quiet Center. The lyrics are going up on the screen, and Tristan will play it once through before we begin, because I don't remember this one, so. It is now time for our offering. The work of this community is made possible by donations of time, talent, and money. Thank you for however you give, and we trust that you will give however much is right for you. Most donate by monthly e-transfer, but we also pass the basket. Today, the basket goes to our operating fund. Whatever your situation, thank you for being part of this community. Today we have some special offertory music by a UU community in Boston called Sanctuary Boston, and the song is called More of This. When we heard the title, we made it the theme of our pledge drive. So Riley?
One, two, three.
to go. Can't go too far wrong. I mean, look at all this. Look at all this. What a gift, what a gift. The world is a miracle. I want to fall back in love with. This is a prayer. If you're there, could I find more of this? The waves carry me in, salt water on my skin. I'm coming home. Close my eyes while you drive. Sometimes it's just time to go. Look at all this, what a gift, what a gift. The world is a miracle. I wanna fall back in love with. This is a prayer. If you're there, could I find more of this? It's the road, it's the sky, it's that look in your eyes, it's the touch, it's the kiss, it's the pocket of lint, it's the scrape on your knee, it's the knock on the door, it's the no, it's the yes, it's the kid in the store, it's the road, it's the sky, it's that look in your eyes, it's the touch, it's the kiss, it's the pocket of lint, it's the scrape on your knee, it's the knock on the door, it's the no, it's the yes, it's the kid in the store, it's the road, it's the sky, it's that look in your eyes, it's the touch, it's the kiss, it's the pocket of lint, it's the scrape on your knee, it's the knock on the door, it's the no, it's the yes, it's the kid in the store, it's the road, it's the sky, it's that look in your eyes, it's the touch, it's the kiss, it's the pocket of lint, it's the scrape on your knee, it's the knock on the door, it's the no, it's the yes, it's the kid in the store. Look at all this, what a gift, what a gift. The world is a miracle. I wanna fall back in love with. This is a prayer. If you're there, could I find more of this? Look at all this, what a gift, what a gift. The world is a miracle. I wanna fall back in love with. This is a prayer. If you're there, could I find more of this?
So much. So comforting, so optimistic. So the singer-songwriter Ashley Mulcair, she's delighting in life. The video shows cluster of leaves and moving water, flower petals cupped, soil turned, birds on a gray day, a red sweater possibly from grandma. So every moment can contain magic if you look at the world with awe and with wonder. Ashley sings, it's the scrape on your knee, it's the knock on the door, it's the no, it's the yes, it's the kid in the store. So shout out to that kid in the store. The ordinary becomes extraordinary. If I understand correctly, she wrote the song during the social isolation of the COVID pandemic. So a lot of moments in there where the ordinary did not seem extraordinary. I imagine she looked around the room for the 10,000th time and thought, look at all this, same old, I need to get out of this. I imagine she got so bored that she found some lint in her pocket and just stared at it for hours. So holding on to this lint is better than carrying the weight of the world. She sings, the world is a miracle I want to fall back in love with. So sometimes we can feel distant from that miracle. When I was interviewing to be your minister, I said that I would love to help fill the congregation with activity. What if there were multiple things going on every evening and all day on the weekends? I'm very flexible about what that might look like, perhaps discussion groups, music making, and other arts, meditation, civic action, potlucks. Very open about what might happen here, but the key thing I wanted was more. And for you, some things dropped off during COVID, the kids program for one, and in some ways your year without a minister got quiet. So when I was interviewing, I got the message, there is room for more. I loved your principles, your mission, your people, and I wanted more of this. Before I arrived, I read Heather Watts's history of the congregation and of Universalism in Nova Scotia. And I learned that back in the 1800s, you had a gathering every Friday night. Delicious, nourishing food, music making, reflective discussions about the quintessential questions of life, honest sharing of opinions about the issues of the day, making clothing and other items for those in need. So a congregation full of life. And when I heard about those Friday night gatherings, I thought, aha, I can suggest a Friday night event and frame it as a congregational tradition. We've always done it. So I can point to our history and say, let's do more of that. But there can be such this temptation to point to something other than the here and now and say, let's have more of that. Pointing to a mythical past, pointing to a utopian future, or romanticizing a distant culture and saying we want more of that. You see something at a distance and think, that looks amazing, let's do that. You see a family that posts on Instagram, wow, they've really got it together. I want to be more like them. And meanwhile, as soon as the idyllic photo shoot is over, the family is back to squabbling. So you want more of that, but even they don't have more of that. But you don't know because it's at a distance. So why did this congregation have Friday evening events for years, for decades, I think? Maybe it's what they needed at the end of a 19th century work week. Maybe the central location in those days made it easy to walk there. Maybe George and Lucy used to sneak into the church on Friday nights and sing songs at the piano, and word got around, and that's how the Friday night socials started. Don't know. A couple of years ago at the Canadian Unitarian Council annual meeting, delegates voted to create a task force to coordinate answering the question, what next for a Canadian UUism? Basically, what do we want more of? More of what? The idea was to get people talking and generate a national strategy to create something new. If I understand correctly, the plan did not catch fire. Something wasn't quite right, and I wonder if the question more of what was too distant from life today. When you point to the past, or to point to Instagram, or point to a big question mark and say more of that, it puts the locus of attention and control outside of your own life. There is a strategic practice that the ancients used to warn about, the practice of coveting. So don't covet your neighbor's iPhone, don't covet your neighbor's singing voice, don't point at your neighbor's existence and say, I want more of that. That puts the locus of attention and control outside of yourself. More of this says that goodness is among us, and we have the power to create more. I do want to honor that some people would benefit from paying more attention to what others are doing. If your whole focus is on this, then you might benefit from looking more at that. In general, when I offer advice, also consider the opposite advice, because that might be what you need. But my hope today is that we explore the attitude of more of this, in case it is fruitful for you, without claiming that it is the right thing for all people at all times. Should we reestablish the congregational tradition of Friday night socials? Should we have more of that? I still think about it. Maybe we'll do it. Maybe it wouldn't make sense today. But what I learned in my first year with you is that Sunday after service is the best time for a lot of you. You're already here. So now we have something after service almost every Sunday, and today we have two things after the service. We're trying to do what makes sense for you today rather than what made sense back in the day. Often at social hour, I feel like singing. I often feel like singing, and I don't sing, so maybe I'm going to stop being shy about it. Two people singing together could easily become 4 people and then 8 people. So instead of a Friday night event, what if we had more social hour after service? The conversation at social hour is good, so let's keep it going. I'm going to experiment with adding more snacks at coffee hour, and thank you to everyone who brings snacks. You're always welcome to bring snacks. Let's have more of this. So what discussion or music making or art making or world-changing good trouble might we get into if we looked in awe and wonder at coffee hour and said more of this? What if we looked at every area of church in that way, of congregational life? The song we listened to had a line: it's a scrape on your knee, it's a knock on the door, it's a no, it's a yes, it's a kid in the store. It's enjoying and cherishing the simple moments of life. So it's easy to imagine writing a new verse about coffee hour. That'd be fun. Let's cherish every moment and create more. A vibrant conversation turns into a discussion series. A heartfelt hello turns into deep witnessing of life, one life by another. The humming of a tune turns into a spontaneous gathering around the piano. And I'll note that at our last youth event, while most of the youth were doing crafting out there, 2 gathered at the piano, and it was fabulous. I have ambitions. I'm an ambitious person, and my ambitions are very much aligned with more of this. More of what already fulfills you. Succeeding at your ambitions will not bring you the satisfaction you expect if you are not already experiencing satisfaction today. I don't mean being satisfied about everything today. If you're waking up before dawn and traveling through rush hour to get to a frustrating job with a supervisor who is kind of a prick, you don't have to be in denial about your life. But can you notice that flower by the side of the road and say, more of this? We won't be satisfied with more of this if we can't find satisfaction with a moment of this. Picture the runner Ali Ostrander. She takes the lead on the backstretch of the 3,000-meter steeplechase. She maintains the lead and wins the college nationals for the 2nd time. She collapses on the ground in celebration. But when she gets back up, she is bawling. She's bawling, and not in a joyful way. She's bawling. And years later, she explains, when I won, I was happy for 30 seconds. And then I started thinking about how I had to win again next year. She wanted more of that medal, and not more of this, the thrill of the game. So when you strive for excellence, you can motivate yourself with being unsatisfied by anything less than perfection. You throw a party, and that party has to be just right, and suddenly you're busy noticing all the faults instead of enjoying the abundance of the people who are there. You end up stressed. You can't just enjoy the simple moments with people. So my message today has two parts to it. Cherish the goodness in this and in this right now today. Experience satisfaction today for the simple moments of awe and wonder, and say more of this. I'll tie up a loose end. The Canadian Unitarian Council, at this year's annual meeting, the delegates chose to switch their approach. In moving into the future of UUChism in Canada, they switched from the planning approach, the question of more of what, they switched to an ecosystem approach, encouraging Canadian UUs to share what they are putting their energy into, what's alive in the soil here, and let's have more of this and more of this, and tell each other about it and spread it. So I love that. We now have Pam Berman to launch our pledge drive.
I'm going to kick off things in the sort of as part of the service, and to give us inspiration, we have some music.
Budget drives, fundraisers, I try and write parody songs. I didn't have time to write a new parody song, so you're going to get more of this, which is, it's a song, it's a takeoff of a Nat King Cole tune, Love, with the adaptation to G-I-V-E, Give.
I got the wrong both, sorry. It's D, right?
Yeah.
I've got them in alphabetical order. That's why I carry this. So it's G? Oh, right, you do that one.
So I don't know, if people know the melody, you're welcome to sing along with, or hum.
Excuse me.
For your generosity, I means get involved financially. V means volunteer. We need your help this year. And E is everyone. We love this church. You're number one. So give, just like the church has given you. Give your money, time, and talent too. Share our common vision as we practice our religion. Give so we can give to you. I got caught up in this.
Okay. You forgot your mouth organ, right?
Yes, that's right. So we'll start at the beginning of that.
You want to start with the music, or?
Is for your generosity. I means get involved financially. V means volunteer. We need your help this year. And E is everyone. We love this church. You're number one. So give just like the church has given you. Give your money, time, and talents too. Share our common vision as we practice our religion. Give so we can give to you. You'll know it all by now. G is for your generosity. I means get involved financially. V means volunteer. We need your help this year. And E is everyone. We love this church, our number one. So give just like the church has given you. Give your money, time, and talents too. Share our common vision as we practice our religion. Give so we can give to you. Oh, give so we can give to you.
Okay, I can, I'll hold it.
You might have to hold it, it's not staying up. So, as you may have know, because of the semi-annual meeting, our pledge drive goal is 115,000, which is up about 4% from last year. And Molly Hurd, our treasurer, called it our stretch year. Oh, we gotta shift it over, sorry, so the people on the Zoom can see it. Is that good? A little more? Okay. Woo. How are we? Are we on? There, we're on. Sorry. A little bit more? Oops.
We might have more of that.
More of that, yeah, more of Ben. There, we're both on now. And the stretch year means trying to rejuvenate our religious education or exploration, program, bringing in a student intern and seeing what, what changes and improvements or expansions of what we already do can happen under that. So it's a little more, and we're going to try and use some of our other resources too, and so I think we can do it. And I'm just going to let Ben hold on to that. I have what we do now up here, more of this. And the canvassers, were very busy. I told them to get something to kick off our drive, and they went over and beyond. So in week 1, we have already gotten 52,843, which is 45.9% of our goal. So, thank you. After the service, we're going to have some soup, a little more music, and there will be pledge forms. So if you haven't been canvassed, you don't have to wait. I have the forms that you can fill out. I also have what you pledged last year, if you pledged last year, because I know there's some new people, so that we can figure it all out. Don't leave without, thinking about what you're going to give for next year.
Yeah. When people change their pledges, do they have to re-sign something? Or, like, I have a vague memory that
Yes.
has to happen.
Yes.
Repeat the question.
So Pam Griffin-Hody was asking if you change your pledge, do you have to change the form? Yeah, and that's yes. Especially if you're on automatic monthly payment. So we like to have a pledge form signed for everybody if we can, but if people are staying the same, it's not as critical. But I like to get everybody on a form if at possible. I know some people don't come into the city that often, or they're on Zoom and they're not even in the country. But if possible, I'd like to have a pledge form signed. And if you're changing it and on automatic monthly payments, it's actually, we can't change your change your pledge without that. Yeah. So, onwards and upwards. Our closing hymn is Fire of Commitment, number 1028 in the Teal hymnal, and the lyrics will be going up on the screen as well.
With fire in our bellies and love in our hearts, may we delight in all of this and live for more of this. Pam will extinguish the chalice, and we have these words: may we carry in our hearts the glow of love, the light of truth, the fire of commitments, and the power of transformation. So the soup lunch and canvas kickoff is happening now. If you can help bring a couple of the round tables up from the basement, that'd be a great help. We'll have a Quaker-style circle of trust after the event, and there's coffee now in the social hall. Go in peace.